What's up, everyone? It's Dom Universe. Okay, so I need everybody to listen. I made a video last year, around the middle of last year, and it's titled something along the lines of "The Third Eye is Not Evil," right? Now, you got people all over the internet. You got Instagram, Twitter, you got Reddit, Quora, YouTube comment section, the comment section on all these websites and many other websites, right? Where you got people saying things like, oh, the pineal gland is demonic, or you open it, that's satanic, or you don't open it, or you're going to see evil spirits, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. Anybody who open a pineal gland and see dark entities, demons, or think it's satanic, these are people living in fear. So ask yourself, are you living in fear? Because there is no reason, there is no good goddamn reason you should fear your own brain. Pineal gland ain't nothing but a part of your brain. It's your first eye. You had that eye before you had these two. So how are you scared of something that's inside your mind? Let me tell you something. When a person is in fear, it's in their heart, and it's in their heart too, right? Now, what do people say when somebody has fear? They tell them they ain't got no heart. When somebody brave, they tell them what? You have a lot of heart. When somebody loves hard, that they tell them they have a pure heart. Or when they're a good person, they got a pure heart, they have a lot of heart. So we all know fear, anxiety, depression is associated with your first chakra. So that's why I say you cannot open your pineal gland if your lower 6 chakras or your lower 5 chakras aren't active or healed. So let me say something. Also, your root chakra associated with fear. So that is your foundation. You have to start there. There is no skipping. Now, I also want to say something. When you are in fear, this blocks your pineal gland. Even if you had it open, if you experience something that could ever possibly make you feel fear, is going to block it. Fear keeps it blocked. Now, I would say go listen to 852 hertz. But I don't want you to go just focusing on one chakra. What I would recommend, especially people who feel like they don't got time to meditate, I would say fall asleep to chakra healing music that heals all 7 chakras. So I would say type in 7 chakra healing sleep music in YouTube and play that while you sleep. Now, some of y'all, I don't care how busy you are, because I know what it's like to have a tight schedule and have your whole day go by fast as fuck because your whole schedule is filled. But if you don't have at least 5 minutes to take to yourself, that is a lack of self-love. If you don't have 5 minutes to meditate, that's a good goddamn shame. If you don't meditate at this point, you watch my channel. I'm not saying you have to meditate because it's not mandatory. But if you don't at least meditate, matter of fact, nah. It's mandatory to an extent. When you're trying to heal your chakras, you may need to meditate. If we're talking about healing it through Soham. Now, let me say something about Soham. Soham is for healing your chakras, right? So you got people who are out here scared to even think about their pineal gland. You just got people scared to even heal it. Healing it is not the same as activating it. Healing is if you let your shit open by itself, nothing it's gonna be natural. The natural thing that happened and that's supposed to happen when you open your pineal gland is it's gonna make you want to get back to nature. It's gonna make you stop eating meat. It's gonna make you want to change your life for the better. It's gonna make you start investing into a passion. It's gonna make you see the world for what it is. You're going to see yourself for what you are. You're going to see people for who and what they are. It does not mean you're going to see demons unless that is what you want to see. So if you're a person who's living in fear and eating meat, because we all know at this point, besides the health effects, meat, when you eat meat, you consume the fear energy from the animal because that's what they experienced before they died. And energy cannot be destroyed. It's only able to be transferred. So if you can't bring your conscious from the bottom, which is where the meat takes you, listen. It's gonna make your pineal gland underactive. Now, let's say you eat meat and you try to open it. You're going to have a fucked up experience. Either that or it's just gonna make you stop eating animals. Because let me tell you something. When you stop eating animals, it's going to make you look at animals different. You're going to have a different type of love. Think about it like this, right? Let's say you do eat meat. You don't give that much of a fuck about that, about what happened to certain animals, right? Now, if you don't eat meat, you're going to not want people eating meat. You're going to be trying to, at the beginning, when you first open your pineal gland, or even at least go vegan without opening it, and it start making you raise your consciousness, you're going to try to get other people to stop eating meat. But you can't do that. That's not your room. It's going to get to a point where you overstepping your boundaries, and that's one of the 42 laws of Ma'at. So if you can't, like they say, you can't help somebody that don't want to be helped. But I'm telling y'all right now, listen to me. I'm an indigo, right? That means I'm centered in my pineal gland. I grew up clairvoyant. That means I can see things. I have all the clairaudient senses. I experienced them growing up. So that means I see through the physical veil. Okay, now listen. Where was I going? You cannot fear your pineal gland. If you're scared to at least heal it, you're fucked. You're getting reincarnated. You need your pineal gland. You know what they call, excuse me, matter of fact, excuse me, if your pineal gland closed, right, and you watch spiritual videos, you're not going to be able to see who's telling the truth. It's not going to be that easy. If you see fear-based news, you're not going to know if it's real or not, because your pineal gland is underactive. What you're going to do, if you have an underactive pineal gland and you don't know if news is fake or not, you're going to go watch somebody else and listen to them tell you the news fake. But you can't do that yourself. You can't even do that yourself. All the news is fake. I'm not going to say 100% of it. I'm going to say the vast majority, because sometimes, like if it's a local thing, like you see, like for example, a building caught on fire a few years ago near where I was at, and it was on the news. So, but when you got shit like the government pushing things, you got to remember the government, all them politicians, all these people in suits, all this World War III shit, all this Illuminati, all of that is to keep you distracted and keep your vibration low, to keep this closed. So how you gonna see through the veil if this closed? You know, a week and some change ago, a person sat in I was talking to somebody. I was in a group chat. I didn't know the dude. He is a Israeli. He claims the Israelite religion or religion standpoint, whatever. He sat there and said, imagine thinking opening your pineal gland is good. That's satanic. That's demonic. God doesn't want you to do that. You have to realize something. The pineal gland is called the eye of God, right? That is your connection to God. When you open this, you open your crown chakra. Your crown chakra governs your pineal gland. Your crown chakra connected to the spirit realm. You would have an easier connection to the creator. So the people who tell you that this is evil and satanic, they have no connection to the creator, and they're living in fear. You think the creator want people who living in fear? You're going to get ate up by demons. Your soul, a lot of people's soul came here knowing the risk that they were taking when they soul created their avatar, which is created out of all the elements, especially earth. We created our body, our soul created our body out of the elements of earth and the universe. So let me tell you something. When you're born, all of your chakras are already open. This is why babies see angels. This is why rainbow children are called rainbow children. All their chakras are active. And they operate, a lot of them operate off they crown chakra. So let me tell you something. Since the crown chakra is connected to the spirit realm, what you think you're going to see when you open your crown chakra? So just because you open your pineal gland, it doesn't mean you're going to see demons. That's if you make your Kundalini spiral up here. The reason a lot of people have a fucked up experience is because their body cannot handle the energy. And if you're somebody who lives a bullshit life and you indulge in bullshit, you got addictions and things like that, and you're a negative person, and you open it, it's going to detox the shit out of you. It's going to make you experience every fucked up thing you did and experience and every trauma you had. It's going to bring it all up. And it's going to be, I'm telling you. And I'm going to tell you something else. Even if you do have a good Kundalini awakening, sometimes it still do hurt. And not to the same extent it do if you had a bad experience. Now let me say something else. If you eat meat, if you in fear, if there's anything associated with fear in you and you try to open your pineal gland, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be a good experience. All it takes is you keeping your vibration high. When you open your pineal gland, you're automatically not going to be living in fear. You're going to see that fear is just an illusion. You're going to go back into nature. You're going to have a connection with the gods, the primordial creator. It's connected to the sun. This is your inner sun, the sun. All your chakras connected to the planets. I told y'all middle of last year type shit. We are inside of a big giant being that's very similar to us, is identical. Like that's why the 7 Hermetic principles say, as above, so below. So that's why you also say as within, so without, because everything that you are made of and everything inside of you, it looks exactly like outer space. It looks exactly like everything that's outside of you. So outer space, the macrocosm, and then inside of you, you are the microcosm. You are a small cell reflection of the giant creator. So as within, so without, your cells are small versions of you. It's just like that episode of SpongeBob where he went inside his head and he was trying to remember something. And he had all them tiny little SpongeBobs running around his head looking for some papers and shit like that. It's the same thing. You got little small versions of you in you. That's what your cells are. Your cells react to your thoughts. Throughout the day, whatever thoughts you have in your cells are going to react to it. That's why you got cells on different organs that's on different organs in your body in different chakras. These are the beings that live on these chakras, just like how you got beings that live on planets. This is why the planets are they rule your chakras. It's like, what point your pineal gland is in your head? Come on now. God has a pineal gland too. Don't let what people say online about the pineal gland make you be afraid of your pineal gland. It's okay to do Soham meditation and heal your pineal gland with the sound Om. That's all it takes. But don't just go for your pineal gland. Obviously, you have to make sure all of them are active. Now, I'm going to give y'all something else, a little tip. If you take what I explained in the Soham meditation video, also you can add this. Breathe into the chakras. Put your breath into it. So if you was in your root chakra, breathe into that chakra and you will feel it expand. Now, what I also want you to notice is pay attention to what's happening to your body, right? You know how you can feel a pulse when you put your hand on it? You know how you can not put your hand on your heart but feel the pulse? That's the same thing that happened to the other chakras. So all you got to do is put your conscience, start at the root chakra, put your conscience there, and wait until you can feel it pulsate. You don't have to touch it. You can just feel it. And then when you move to the next one, wait until you conscious enough to feel it throbbing. You're going to feel it pulsating, throbbing. That's your chakra spinning. That's it being activated. If you can't feel it, either you're doing it wrong or it's underactive. But that's pretty much it. Stop letting people tell you your pineal gland is satanic. That's fucking stupid. My pineal gland been open my whole life. And I help people on what satanic? What the hell? Let me tell you something. Never listen to a religious person's views on spirituality. Period. Dom Universe taking off. I got another video coming. Like, subscribe. I love everyone. Peace.